I'd like to do something a little different today and give y'all an idea of some of the thoughts that rattle around in my head. One of the things that I find interesting is discussing the idea of rights, how they are defined and how they are treated. A natural right, as I understand it, is one that is inherent and inviolable simply because of a person's humanity. People and states may protect those rights, but they can't actually remove them. These rights can be and are infringed at times, however. There are those who argue that an infringement of these rights is never justified, but I'm not so sure. Thinking about a natural right raises an important question for me. Is there such a thing as a natural responsibility? If we are naturally endowed with certain rights, then it seems probable that we also have natural responsibilities. If we fail to honor those responsibilities, then it seems plausible that an infringement of our natural rights is a just and necessary consequence. For instance, it is widely believed that people are endowed with liberty, but if a person chooses to deny the liberty of others, it seems reasonable that another person, or even a government, should act to limit the liberty of the first person. The justice of this can be shown when an armed robber is convicted beyond a reasonable doubt and sent to jail. The robber tried and may have even succeeded in infringing the right to liberty and property of their victims. It seems to me, if the former is given due process, then it is just for them to lose a sizable amount of their liberty, since they did not take the natural responsibility to respect the liberty of the latter seriously. Another area that I see as affected by natural responsibility is the controversial right to clean water and food. It is controversial because they are both products of someone's labor. Depriving a person of their natural right to property that they have worked to create in order to give it to someone who hasn't worked for it seems unjust to many. On the other hand, it can be argued that the natural right to life is not very meaningful if it does not include provision for the necessities to maintain it. I fall somewhere in the middle of that argument because I think that in a society where many people are prosperous, they have some natural responsibility to care for those who are less so. But I am also hesitant to insist that they do so involuntarily. The notion of natural responsibility is most poignant regarding the right to food and water between a parent and a child. Children require both and cannot provide either for themselves. The parents have chosen to use their liberty to bring a child into the world. It seems both natural and just to me that the child consume some of their parents' liberty and property. Just something to consider.